everyone, welcome. How's everybody doing? They have this new music on for the for the live, for the countdown. I was like, what is playing? I put on countdown. Oh my gosh. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. I apologize for starting a little late. My TV in the living room keeps switching on, and I don't know what is going on. I've had such a weird experience. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's haunted or something. I'm starting to think my apartment is haunted. Knock on wood. Or it could just be something technological because I switch on my TV with my phone, with an app, and with my remote. So I feel like maybe it's that, but it kept switching on when I was trying to record and I had to restart my TV. But anyways, weird stuff's happening. I just switched it over. I had to switch it over and then switch it on, but just because it's loud, so it comes to my room and I can hear it. So I had to get that figured out. Okay, hi, how's everybody doing? Just a little ramble before I started. That's why I was late. Let me fix this so you can see the print behind me. How's everybody doing today? I'm so happy that you guys are all here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'm so grateful for you all. Oh, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. This is an amazing channel with an amazing Tyrita. Spiritual, naturally intuitive, gives personal stories, very relatable, great sense of humor, very honest. And Aqua, she's a gift. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my goodness. That has just made my day. I've had quite a rough week. Just personal stuff. But it's been really wonderful. Thank you to read that. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Cheryl. It means so much to me. I highly recommend watching, subscribing to this wonderful lady. She's very talented, knowledgeable, funny, truthful, and very talented. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you. That really made my. You have no idea the kind of week I had. I feel like I got this exactly when I'm supposed to get it because I've had a rough week. Thank you, Cheryl. Wow. I saw your comments too. I was going through because I've had a very busy week. Yesterday when I was doing my laundry, I saw a lot of the comments that you wrote, Cheryl, and wow, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Hi, Brianne. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy early birthday. It's coming up soon. I have a video I just recorded about my Pisces, why I love Pisces. So I love you all. I love the Pisces so much. Pisces are really, all signs have their pros and cons. But I'm going to tell you why I love Pisces. Hi, sweet you, Aqua. Oh, you're so sweet, Cheryl. Very grateful for you, Aqua. Oh, that means so much to me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. I've been considering starting an Aquarius channel. I thought about it, but when I speak about Aquarius, I just haven't had time because the year before last, I was in school, and then last year, I was in another school. I was working with a mentor. So I'm like, I don't know if I have the time to start, because when I start something, I want to commit to it. You know, being an Aquarius, that's how we are. We only have things in our lives that we can commit to. So yeah, I figure about that. Let me know, Cheryl, if I should do it. Okay, so let's get into this week's famous exes. And Cheryl, thank you. You gave me so many great, like you wrote a whole long list for me, and I wrote down everything. A lot of these are coming from you and other people, but I have written down the other ones you recommended. Some of them I can't do because I know some of them. Like one or two, I know of them personally. I know them personally, so I can't do them. But the others, I will definitely be doing them. And those are passed on. You know, my living room situation makes me think if I should really be doing videos of people that are passed on. I think it's inviting energies into my life. So I'm pausing the membership video that I do where I talk about people that are passed on and mysteries, because I feel like something's going on in my living room. So until I get rid of this energy in my living room, figure out what's happening, I'm pausing those videos. If that makes any sense. very true of us Aquas, 100%. We don't commit to anything. Yesterday I was talking to a colleague, and she asked me how old I was, and I told her I was 36. She's like, why are you waiting so long to have kids? And I told her, listen, especially with technology, like next year, I plan on freezing my eggs. And obviously, not obviously, but I might have to do IVF to have children. And if I don't have children, I'll just adopt. I'm not dead set on having biological children. But, this race to have children, it's just so, people don't think about how much it's going to cost giving the child a good life. Like that's things I've thought about. That's why I've waited, and having the right person to do it with, that's very Aquarius of us. Sometimes we overthink, but we want to make sure we do the best we can, because we don't like to just go along with everybody else because everybody else is doing it. We need to see if it fits for us. If it doesn't fit for us, we're not going to do it. That's why people think we're stubborn, but it's not that. We just want it to fit us because we feel like we're very different. Can you do deceased? Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Lisa Marie Presley would be so great. So Lisa Marie was an Aquarius, and I used to love her so much. I really used to love her. And I was so sad when she passed on. How she passed on was terrible. I think she had the day before my birthday, or a few days, I think 3 days before. But I used to have her birthday. This is a fun story. I used to really love Lisa Marie Presley. I know it sounds weird, but I used to really, really love her. She was one of the celebrities that if I had everything I looked up to, one Lisa Marie Presley. I just love how, I don't know how to explain it, but she was so, I'm not an Elvis fan, ever have been. Lisa Marie just oozed selflessness and understand. I just thought she was so cool. I was a huge Lisa Marie Presley fan. I even, for one of my birthdays when I was like 15 or 16, I had her Vogue. She did a photo shoot with Vogue with her daughter, and I kept that magazine for a very long time. I don't know where it is now. But I loved Lisa Marie. But I don't know if I'm going to do it because people that are passed on, I'm just going to pause on people that are passed on because it's kind of, we'll see how I feel about it. Okay, Brianne says, thank you for the early birthday shout out. You're very welcome. Happy Pisces season, everybody. That is all we do, think, and help people. Yes, we do help people. I had to I don't know if you have seen videos before, but I had to, through therapy, learn that I can't have spouses, have never been married. I've had potential spouses, but people that my loves take from me, because I used to just give and give and give and give and give. And it would hurt my feelings when I didn't get it back. I would keep quiet about it. So now I just keep it low. Keep it on the down low. And I don't give to people anymore that don't give back to me. I just don't. Me Too Loved her so authentic. I don't know why, but people used to always say, why are you so obsessed with Lisa Marie Presley? I'm like, I don't know. She just had, I think she was a fellow Aquarius, So when I heard she passed on, and trust me, I don't follow celebrities. I'm really not that kind of person. But not that it has to be bad to follow. I don't mean it like that. So sorry if that came across condescending. It's just, as an Aquarius, we don't like to follow people. But I really was a Lisa Marie Presley, I wouldn't say fan, but I just understood her. When she would speak, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like that, being an Aquarius. And I remember an Oprah Winfrey interview she did, and she was talking about, how she was in love with Michael Jackson. She was so loyal to Michael Jackson, and I have been a huge Michael Jackson fan. If there's any celebrity that I am a fan of to this day, it's Michael Jackson. If I were to call myself a Michael Jackson fan, except I don't believe in fandoms, but if I were a fan of any celebrity, it would be Michael Jackson. I used to be obsessed with Michael Jackson. So, seeing their relationship and their marriage and how she never said a bad word about him, I Loved that. And we all have experiences. You can speak ill of your exes. I have two famous exes that I would never publicly say anything bad about because I just feel as though you just don't go there. Even though one of them I have a lot, a lot of bad to say, not a lot, but you know what I mean. I went through a tough experience, but I want to focus on what I learned from it. I want to focus on how I grew from it. I don't want to just say he was terrible, he was bad. And when she spoke like that, I was like, wow, that's something to aspire to. Especially, I think sometimes as women, we get so victim. We're like, this man did this to me. And I've never wanted to live life through that lens, I've always, I don't know. I just feel like, and when she spoke about Michael Jackson like that, I was like, wow, she's a real one. She gets it. She gets that it's not about getting even. Even though sometimes, of course, we can get even. But you don't do it in the public. I just feel like the public is not where you go to get your say, I don't know. Okay, me too, not a giver. Night before I feel energy. Exactly. Go with that. Okay, so we're gonna start, Cheryl, as much as I love you, let's get started because I have to get to my workout by 9 p.m. So I have an hour. But I love chatting with you. I love it. Let's keep it coming in the comment section. But thank you so much for your commentary. Thank you. The Lisa Marie shout out. I really appreciate it because Lisa Marie holds a special place in my heart. I won't even lie. Like that woman, like you said here, Lisa Marie was a great soul. Never talk bad about anyone. Not even Nicolas Cage. She was mad. Never. You know what? I'm getting goosebumps when I think about it because to not speak badly about a famous ex, to not want to go after the money, it's so admirable. I don't think people understand. And she married the most famous man on earth. But she never said one, even though Oprah was baiting her. Oprah's another Aquarius, unfortunately. But she never took the bait. She saw right through it and she was like, no, she said, I want to focus on the positive. And I got positive from it, And that I will always admire. Always. And that's why I love her. That's why I love her. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with, who's first? Tiger Woods? I suppose he is first. Okay, Tiger Woods and Elin Nordgen. I think that's how you say her last name. Sorry if I'm not doing it any justice. I'm going to share his birth chart. So he is a sun in Capricorn, not surprised at all by that. He is a moon in Sagittarius. His rising is in Virgo. And that automatically gives me this inkling that he, sun in Capricorn, man. Oh, they are a tough breed. Very tough breed, very stubborn. They have a lot of good to them too. A lot of good to them. But something that I can see in him is the need to have power and control. And they did say his mother was like a tiger bomb mom. And if I'm using that word in a derogatory manner, I apologize. But that's the phrase everybody goes by. I don't know. Can't think about another word. So if that came across derogatory or racist, I apologize. But they have said that his parents were very on him, and I think that's why he became so successful. But when you have that kind of discipline, Capricorns can be very disciplined, but I think the discipline has to go at their own speed, because if it doesn't, if it's enforced by others, they can feel isolated. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, so I see that. And his Venus is in Scorpio. Ooh! His chart implies to me that he's never going to be faithful. And if he is, because the Venus in Scorpio here, if he is faithful, It's going to be, I'm just living it. It's going to be with a woman that is spicy in the bedroom. If that makes any sense. I don't want to I don't want to get too much into what I mean by spicy. But like that's into like dominatrix stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he's into like dominatrix, honestly. Okay, so now let's look at her chart. I couldn't find her on Astro chart, but I found her on Astro theme. Oh gosh, where is it? Okay, here we go. So her sun is in Capricorn, Moon is in Gemini. I can see that. I thought she was a Gemini actually. She gives me Gemini energy. It's funny that there are two Capricorns. Wow, I couldn't find her rising, but Saturn and Moon are dominant. Interesting. She does give me a lot of air energy. I thought she was a Libra or like a Gemini. So with that being said, let me pull up the energy. I'm going to read what I see, and then I'll read the comments. I'm using the Pixel Soleil Tarot for this. Okay, so I saw somewhere like last year she got remarried. I feel for her. Oh gosh, I feel for her. But with the energy that I pick up, I feel like she had her suspicions, but she seems the energy I pick up on is that she was naive when all of that happened. If you don't know what happened, he cheated on her many times. He had many mistresses. It was a crazy time. It was what 2011, right? Because I remember exactly. I used to have this apartment in Brooklyn. Oh my gosh, it does not feel like that long ago. And I remember exactly when it broke, where I was, because I used to live in this building that was like a Victorian style, and my rent was so cheap. My rent was like $400. Paid almost nothing for that apartment, and I had these big windows. And I remember my TV was like right by the window, and these pigeons would always land on the wire, the electric wire outside my bedroom. And I just remember I'd always look outside the window when I was watching TV. So I remember exactly all the scandals that broke. I remember exactly where I was because I always look out the window, see these pigeons. Just random side note. And I remember when it broke, well, it was like 2011, right? 2010, because I lived there from 2010 to 2012. And there were these pigeons outside, and I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, what are these pigeons doing? But aside from that, I just remember it was on E! News, it was on this, it was on that. We found out that the mistress came forward, who I've actually spoken to. She's very, very sweet. She's a very sweet person. And I don't want to talk about her because she deserves her privacy right now. But it was just such a shocker, you know? And I think it shocked her so much, you know, being from, she's from Sweden, right? She's Swedish. But I can see she's from a small town. Yeah, Stockholm. Okay, Stockholm's a city, but it's not like New York, you know? And she kind of gives me this innocence, and naivety when all of this happened. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and Ace of Swords. I see like a naivety happening. And she's like, whoa. I need to stop saying like. She thought to herself, oh my gosh, what has happened? My life, I feel for her. My life turned upside down, you know? So when her life turned upside down, let's see what happened. She had this block up where she did a lot of soul searching, 5 of Wands. I wouldn't even be surprised if she started doing a lot of yoga, which oftentimes happens. A lot of yoga, a lot of healing. I see some health issues, some health healing. And she finally came to have a voice. I feel like when she was married, when she was married, she felt as though she didn't have a voice. and she felt as though she had to go along with the flow, go along with what he said. Ace of Swords, 5 Wands, Hierophant. Yeah, so she felt like she didn't have a voice, and she had to dive into herself. So then let's see the current energy, because the kids must be in the late teens by now. Wow, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see the energy for right now. So he has, I'm losing my voice, excuse me. He has this with the lovers, prospect that they'll end up back together. I think she was the love of his life, but he didn't know how to accept and to give love. I just actually recorded a video about Zayn from One Direction, and I speak about, I'm just going to make it brief because I do want you to watch that video, about how Sun and Capricorns, particularly the men, can see vulnerability as a weakness. And sometimes they never really say how they feel about people because they don't want to disarm themselves. They don't want to see, they just don't want to be less than. They see vulnerability as for the weak, for peasants, you know. They think that they have one up if they never really say how they feel about somebody. And because of that, it made him suffer. He never really got to express, also his upbringing, he never really got to express how he felt to not just his ex-wife, but to many people that he loved. He's working on that now. It's very sad, actually, very, very sad. So let's see. Yes, Oprah would not give up. Exactly. I'm not a fan of Capricorn. Yes, I get it. I've had, well, my last relationship was with a Capricorn. And I don't regret that relationship at all. You know, when I left it, I was very bitter. Not very bitter. I was just hurt because I would give, and I wasn't the victim because I chose to be in it. But I think I chose to be in it because my attachment style was fearful avoidant. So if somebody, long story short, he didn't give to me what I gave to him in terms of communication, love. I wanted to put it out to him to prove my worthiness. And that relationship taught me so much. So it was a much profound one, and I don't regret it at all. Because his like really jarring way of telling me the truth gave me thick skin in a weird way. You know, I don't regret that relationship at all, but I do understand. Capricorns, I get that. They can be very negative. One of my favorite aunts is a Capricorn. She's very sweet. She doesn't have this side to her, but I see it in lots of Capricorn. They can be very stubborn too. You try to tell them the truth, they don't want to hear it. It's very sad. Okay, thank you for the comment, Brianne. You said Tiger Woods, I feel that he never really got to live a regular life. Exactly. Exactly. He was made into a machine. But the thing is, people, humans, we are not machines. We're people. And we need to process our emotions. Otherwise, we take it out in drinking. We take it out on substances. We take it out on people. You know, we need to process. We stop. Thanks. Very good. Yeah.